Hi, I'm Anquanette Crosby. Welcome to County Report this week. Coming up on today's show, the county executive explains why Montgomery County is the prime location for Amazon's second home. Plus, the county council celebrates Korean American Day by presenting a rare gift. And later, they bring coolness to the classics. Meet the dynamic duo of Black Violin. But first, it's a new era for police officers that serve in the 2nd District. Susan Kennedy explains why the new station in Bethesda is a standout.
For the past 60 years, this building has served as the headquarters for the Montgomery County Police Department's 2nd District. But next month, 144 men and women in uniform will be moving into this new state-of-the-art facility in downtown Bethesda.
3, 2, 1, cut.
The new station was built on a vacant lot in Bethesda's Central Business District at little cost to the county. Montgomery County partnered with developer Stonebridge Caris to build the new station. In return, the county will transfer the old district building on Wisconsin Avenue as part of a redevelopment project that will include an office building and a hotel.
It is important for us to have these CIP projects. It is important for us to have the building, the material. But more importantly, we need to continue to keep in mind the very, very dedicated men and women who make up our public safety team. It is because of them that we're doing it. It is because of the public that we're doing it. But no building, no material can substitute for their bravery and their dedication and commitment.
How many detectives do we have here?
And there was a moment in time when we were fearful that the police station would move out of downtown Bethesda. And we said that cannot happen. And so the county executive and his team came up with this really perfect solution.
There are, I believe, 4 cells. We have 2 interview rooms.
A win-win for our private sector and our public sector.
What do you think of this place?
It's great. This is awesome.
This is good government at its finest, and we ought to be proud of that kind of public-private partnership. And county executive, congratulations to you and your team for making that happen.
The 4-story, 28,000-foot police station will be LEED Silver certified. The facility will also use a portion of County Garage 35 for police vehicles. The new station will serve close to 200,000 county residents from multiple communities in the Down County.
This new station will allow us to better serve the public and allow my cops to operate more efficiently. The new 2nd District station has features such as a community room for public use, Wi-Fi throughout the building, a storage room for our bicycles, a secure parking lot for our police cars, and better prisoner processing facilities. And these are just a few of the things that the old station did not have.
The new 2nd District station will be open to the public in mid-February. In Bethesda, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
Recently, Executive Ike Leggett unveiled his last capital budget. It rounds out to about $4.5 billion. The money will be used to support construction and to develop the infrastructure for the next 6 years. This week on the Montgomery Aldea radio show, we heard more about projects and housing opportunities.
In that example, working with the Housing Opportunities Commission, we'll see hundreds of units between our project with HOC in White Flint as well as in Silver Spring. We'll see the addition of over a couple hundred units of affordable housing over the next 10 years or so.
You can watch this entire episode of Aldea on the county's YouTube channel. For more information on the budget and projects, go to montgomerycountymd.gov. Montgomery County is one step closer in its bid to land the huge Amazon deal for a second headquarters. We're the only county that made it on the short list of 20 locations that are courting the internet giant. Governor Larry Hogan has offered a $5 billion incentive package to help sweeten the deal. Recently, Executive Leggett sat down with us for a taping of One-on-One and told us what it would mean for Amazon to make Montgomery County its second home.
Obviously, we've met all of the things which they initially decided they would like to have. This is 50,000 jobs, 50,000 highly paying jobs. There would be an average of over $100,000 per job. Now, when people look at the prospects of the state providing the kinds of monies that it had put out, First of all, you're not writing a check to say, here's $3 or $4 million for you to go out and Amazon and do what you want with it. This means investment in transportation. Transportation in many projects that we would like to build anyway. It means providing some tax incentive that right now you're not receiving at all. And it's done over a long period of time. In the Seattle area over a 5-year period, the impact of Amazon was about $38 to $40 billion. We're talking an investment that will provide over a longer period of time of less than $3 or $4 billion. That's a big difference, a big payoff. So I think this is something that obviously we can afford and is an investment that I think will help us in the long term.
Northern Virginia and Washington, D.C. also made the short list. Amazon's headquarters will need 8 million square feet of space. The final decision is expected to come this year. Executive Leggett wants to get your input about the operating budget, so he's hosting a series of forums. There are 4 remaining. As a county resident, your participation is important and valued. It's estimated that the county will face a financial shortfall for FY19. Here's a list of when and where the forums will be held. The one taking place on January 30th will be broadcast live on County Cable Montgomery. All right, coming up on County Report this week, how MCPS is making sure parents understand the new report card changes. And some college students take part in a program to prepare meals for the county's hungry and homeless. Keep it right here. County Report this week. We'll be right back.
Let's get moving, Montgomery County. The Move More Montgomery 100-mile challenge is back. That's 1 mile a day for 100 days. Walk, jog, or run a mile for 100 days, or participate in 20 minutes of continuous physical activity. It all counts, and this challenge is for everyone, no matter what your fitness level is. Now make it official by registering online. The challenge officially takes place from January 24th through May 4th. Let's get moving, Montgomery County.
In Montgomery County, we have a goal to reduce waste and recycle 70% of all waste by 2020. By recycling and reducing waste, we save natural resources and make our community even better. So recycle at home, work, school, everywhere, and keep recycling going. For more information, call the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/recycling.
Keep it going. Recycle more now.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Anquinette Crosby. This school year, MCPS updated report cards in its elementary schools. To ensure more parents understand the changes, MCPS has held informational sessions in foreign languages. MCPS TV has the story.
On January 22nd, MCPS hosted evening workshops for parents to share important information on the recent updates to their child's elementary school report card. Held at the Carver Educational Services Center in Rockville, the workshops were presented in 6 languages: Spanish, Korean, Vietnamese, Chinese, French, and Amharic.
This year, our elementary school's report card has been changed significantly, and many parents always been asked during the Korean Parents Workshop, saying that how do we know what they are learning?
The report card is often the beginning of the conversation between a school and a parent when they have concerns or when the students are doing well. And so we really need to make sure that all parents, including parents who are speakers of other languages, have that access.
No se registra ninguna calificación.
I come here today because for learn about the report card, and I learned a lot today. This is my first time here, and it's good. It's necessary to come here.
This school year, MCPS updated elementary school report cards in order to give parents a more precise assessment of the progress that their child is making.
We want to define what the report card is, not only in terms of the whole report card, but in terms of the different symbols that will appear in the report card. The parents have to be aware to know whether their child is progressing appropriately, whether they need more help, whether they're advanced, whether they are accelerated, whether they receive enrichment for their class.
I wish that parents can learn how to read the report card so that parents can be encouraging the strength as well as needed area to support.
For more information on the report card changes, visit the MCPS website and search report cards. The county's Volunteer Center has announced a new program to connect skilled volunteers with nonprofits and government agencies. The program focuses on the rapidly growing 50-plus population that is looking for more ways to give of their time. Program Manager Deborah Missel is here to join us, and welcome, Deborah.
Thank you.
So can you tell us, what is the 50-plus volunteer network?
As you said, it's a brand new program that works at the Volunteer Center and enhances the work that we're already doing to connect volunteers with agencies that are recruiting volunteers. This program focuses on those people who have a lifetime of professional and personal experience that they could bring, the resources that they can bring to a nonprofit or government agency. We know that there are a lot of people out there that are looking for ways to serve. We know that there are agencies that can benefit from these skilled volunteers, and our program, through personal consultations and directed outreach, is going to work to bring them together.
Sounds good. What are some examples of volunteer programs and opportunities that you have?
Well, that's the great thing about this program, is that we have a wide variety of options, so that a potential volunteer may want to do direct services to clients, and they may want to do tutoring or mentoring, or be a hospice volunteer, or teach a literacy program. Other people may want to provide organizational support to help an agency, and that could be anything from answering phones to running a program to serving on a board. Other people may want to use their professional skills on short-term consulting projects. The great thing is that we will have all of these opportunities available, and by working directly with the volunteer and the agencies, we'll match them together, and hopefully it'll be a rewarding experience for both of them.
Thank you so much, Deborah, for being here.
Thanks for having me.
For more information, visit montgomeryserves.org. Students at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore are taking their coursework to heart. You see, they're enrolled in the school's Hospitality and Tourism Management program. That program is located at the university's at Shady Grove. It provides more than 300 meals to families at the Dwelling Place in Gaithersburg and Nourish Now.
We're doing our Campus Kitchens project. Once a month we get together as students and we prepare a home-cooked meal for families in need. We work with Dwelling Place, which is a nonprofit organization that finds transitional housing for homeless families. So typically we're feeding about 15 to 20 of these families every single month. We also partner with Wells House, which is transitional homing for recovering addicts. It's a sober living house. So every day typically we're making over 200 meals. They're home cooked, they're healthy, they're nutritional, so we cook them, and then we have students deliver them straight to their houses.
Coming up on County Report this week, the council celebrates Korean American Day with a rare gift. We'll show you what it was. And Montgomery College is hosting a prominent speaker series, and you're invited. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Anquinette Crosby. The County Council helped celebrate Korean American Day in Montgomery County with a rare donation to a local library. Crystal Park has the story.
115 years ago, the first Korean immigrants arrived on U.S. soil. To celebrate the many contributions of Korean Americans, the League of Korean Americans, along with the County Council, donated a very rare Korean book to the Rockville Memorial Library. The book is called The 100-Year History of Korean Immigration to America, and it contains rare letters and stories of the first Koreans in the U.S. County Council members Hans Riemer, Roger Berliner, and Tom Hucker attended the Korean American Day celebration at the Rockville Memorial Library, who was the recipient of the rare book.
Without the Korean American community, we just would really not have as much as we have today in this county. We wouldn't have the economic strength or the cultural opportunities that we have.
According to the U.S. Census Bureau's statistics from 2010, Koreans made up 1.7 million of the U.S. population. In Montgomery County, 15% of the county's 136,000 Asian American residents is Korean. Mark Chang became the first Korean American to be elected to Anne Arundel County's General Assembly.
The Korean American community is very strong and thriving in the great state of Maryland. They've made many contributions, and so today is a great day to be able to celebrate some of those accomplishments that have been made over the years.
The League of Korean Americans is an organization that provides resources and support in many different areas for the Korean American population. Recently elected President Matthew Rowe says his organization just wants to give back to the community that has given so much to Koreans.
For council members to step up and say what feels from a humanistic point of view, what is just, and to step forward and say this is just, and we're protecting those immigrants. I'm a proud Montgomery County citizen.
In Rockville, I'm Crystal Park for County Report This Week.
The Montgomery County Office of Consumer Protection works to educate consumers about issues affecting them on a local and national level. Here's investigator Joy Matthews with the latest consumer alerts.
Hello. The Federal Trade Commission has designated January 29th through February 2nd, 2018 as Tax Identity Theft Awareness Week. Tax identity theft happens when someone uses your Social Security number to get a tax refund or a job. You might find out it's happened when you get a letter from the Internal Revenue Service saying more than one tax return was filed in your name, or IRS records show you have wages from an employer you don't know. If you think someone used your Social Security number for a tax refund or a job, or the IRS sends you a notice or letter indicating a problem, contact the IRS immediately. Go to irs.gov/identitytheft. Instructions will tell you how to proceed. Or call the IRS Identity Protection Specialized Unit. Specialists will work with you to get your tax return filed, get you any refund you are due, and protect your IRS account from future theft. One way to avoid potential ID tax fraud is to file early. For those who have been hacked, the IRS gives another layer of security via PINs, personal identification numbers. You can also reduce ID theft risk by doing the following. Always use security software with firewall and antivirus protections. Use strong passwords. Learn to recognize and avoid phishing emails, threatening phone calls, and texts from thieves posing as legitimate organizations such as the IRS, your bank, and credit card companies. Do not click on links or download attachments from unknown or suspicious emails. Protect your personal data. Don't routinely carry your Social Security card, and make sure your tax records are secure. And remember, the IRS does not initiate contact with taxpayers by email, text, or social media to request payment or for personal or financial information. The IRS will not call you with threats of arrest or lawsuits. These are all scams. For more information, you can call our office as well.
If you enjoy attending lectures on stimulating topics, then listen up. Montgomery College has just announced the list of distinguished speakers for one of its most popular series. Danielle Stesky has more.
I am on the Germantown campus where all the lectures of the Frank Islam Athenaeum Symposia Speaker Series take place. With me now is Professor Tiffany Banks, who is the co-coordinator of the series. Welcome, Tiffany.
Thank you, Danielle.
So what can we look forward to this spring semester?
We have a great lineup this semester. Our theme is Learning from History, and we'll kick off the series with Hilan Habila, author and associate professor at George Mason University. Dr. Habila will discuss his latest book, which traces the rise of Boko Haram Islamists and the 2014 kidnapping of nearly 300 schoolgirls in Nigeria. His talk will explore the contributing factors that led to the event and discuss ways Nigeria can move forward. Our second lecture welcomes best-selling author Craig Shirley. Shirley's latest work, Reagan Rising: The Decisive Years, examines American political and social climate from 1976 to 1980. His work offers insights on Reagan's philosophy and important lessons for today's political leaders and emerging hopefuls as well.
So these two lectures are in February, and we have two more in April, correct?
Correct. Later in April, we invite award-winning author John Farrell to discuss his book, Nixon: The Life. In his talk, Farrell will discuss the rise, fall, and legacy of President Nixon and why the world we live in today, according to Farrell, is one that Richard Nixon made. And finally, we wrap up the semester with climate scientist Alyssa Oko from the Environmental Defense Fund. Oko will share highlights of her research, including Earth's climatic past, the current warming trend, and what we can do to affect change now.
They sound all very interesting. Thank you.
Thank you.
All the lectures will be held in Globe Hall. If you'd like more information, go to the website. For County Report this week in Germantown, I'm Danielle Stesky.
Coming up on County Report this week, it's violin playing like you've never heard before. We'll present the soulful sounds of black violin. And how Rockville is continuing the dream of Dr. Martin Luther King. That and more when we come back.
Biology is full of statistics, like what percentage of people who get the flu shot still get the flu? Or how can statistics help minimize recovery time from football injuries? And can statistics help political leaders improve healthcare? These are just some of the kinds of projects being worked on in Biostatistics, a 200-level course now offered at MC. Students use R programming language to look at the data and study how it relates to the environment. The numbers really do add up. Learn more at montgomerycollege.edu and search Biostatistics.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls: 311. MC 311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Anquinette Crosby. Two artists are known around the world for breaking down stereotypes with their special brand of music. MyMC Media's Nick Rule has the story.
You're not expecting any of it, you know what I mean? You're not expecting two big black dudes to play violin the way we do it. You're not expecting it to be as loud as it is. You're not expecting to be up out your seats dancing when two dudes playing violin on stage. You're not expecting us to wear fitted caps and Jordans while we play. You're not expecting any of it. We met in high school in orchestra class, and we would always just play Bach and Beethoven and stuff, but we grew up in, you know, kind of tough neighborhood in South Florida and Fort Lauderdale, and so we was always listening to hip hop, and, you know, we grew up in a Caribbean household, so we just kind of try to find a way to put it together in a way where it doesn't lose anybody, you know?
The idea that the violin is only supposed to be this way, a black person, you know, playing the violin, what? That's unheard of. So, you know, we felt like we wanted to kind of like bring that forward. It's not just really violin, it's everything. You know, if you're a woman, you know, you're not supposed to do this, or if you're an older person, you're not supposed to do that. So we just wanted to kind of like bring this idea to the forefront that, you know, find and break every stereotypes there is, you know, and who better to do it than us, you know what I'm saying?
ultimately the goal isn't really about the music, it's just about being forward thinkers, you know? You look at anyone that's been ever great at anything, and it's because of approach and working hard, not because of talent. You know, and that's the thing we're trying to teach them, because not everybody's gonna be a violinist or a musician, but every one of these kids that we see today could be forward thinkers.
Standing on the shoulders of giants, that was the theme of Rockville's MLK Day celebration this year. Rock 11 Now's Kathy Dantzler shows us the highlights.
Standing on the shoulders of giants. That was the theme of Rockville's 46th annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day celebration. It was a day to celebrate the spirit of love and inclusion that Dr. King championed throughout his life, and a chance to shine a spotlight on community leaders who keep Dr. King's dream alive.
Because we do stand on the shoulders of giants, we owe it to the next generation, to our children and our children's children, to make the most of opportunities those giants worked for, fought for, died for.
The movement is a rhythm to us. Freedom is like religion to us. Justice is juxtaposition in us. Justice for all just ain't specific enough.
The power of love is truly far greater than all forms of loveless power.
We're the generation that can't afford to wait. Future started yesterday. We're already late.
The great Martin Luther King said, "Our lives begin to end when we become silent in the things that matter."
It's time to let go of your inner ego. Stand by my side, my brother, come on and let's go to a higher ground where peace and love is found. The songs are rolling, we're coming, we ain't going back down.
To celebrate King is to delve into the depths of his political awakenings, his internal struggles, his moments of exhaustion, his moments of exhilaration, his mistakes and his misgivings, because it is when we know him fully, when we can embody his legacy fully, we can truly celebrate what he gave to us.
Rockville's 46th annual Martin Luther King Day celebration is airing on Rockville 11 and in HD on the Municipal Broadcast Network, Comcast Channel 997, all month long. And you can also view the entire event on our City of Rockville YouTube channel.
Now it's time to meet our pet of the week. Kathy Stanhope joins us from the Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center with more. Kathy?
Hi, this is Diamond, and Diamond has one of the saddest stories I've ever heard. She was found seriously maybe a day or two before she died as a stray. The pictures of her, she was skin and bones. She couldn't even get up when one of our officers found her. Thank goodness somebody called and told us about her. She's just about a year and a half old. She has turned into such a sweetheart. She's been putting on weight. She's been proving to be a wonderful, sweet little dog. And today is her first day available for adoption since she's gotten through her ordeal. Please visit Diamond on the web at montgomerycountymd.gov/ASD or give us a call about Diamond at 240-773-5900.
With that, we close this edition of County Report this week. Remember to like us on Facebook and to join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. I'm Anquinette Crosby. Thank you for watching.
Introducing Ride On Extra, coming to Route 355, fall of 2017. The bus with less stop and more go. Regular Ride On service has 80 stops between Lake Forest Transit Center and the Medical Center Metro Station. Ride On Extra has 85% fewer stops. Plus, Ride On Extra is all about the extras. Free Wi-Fi, USB charging ports, real-time info displays, and runs every 10 minutes. It's Ride On Extra. Less stop, more go.
Planning to renovate your home? Want to live in it longer? Then you don't want to miss the 2018 Design for Life Showcase. This is the event to hear from building professionals who specialize in accessible and universal design. Plus, you'll learn how to benefit from the Montgomery County Design for Life property tax credit. The goal is to create more homes that welcome people of all ages and stages of life. This year's showcase is set for May 5th at the Silver Spring Civic Building. Find out more by visiting the Design for Life website.